Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and hold on a second. What are you doing? Okay, no. Thank you so much. Something popped up on my deal here. Okay, I'm Allison. Thank you so much for tuning into My Weekly Meltdown. This is the Big Brother 21. Wow, I have not said that in so long. Big Brother.
Oh, I thought you meant the number 21.
Or the 21. I haven't said either or. But anyway.
Is that a poke at your age, Allison?
It's a poke at my age. We all know how old I am. Thanks for bringing it up. And watch it, because there's something on you I could bring up. And we both know what that is. So anyway, tonight we're going to do our own little draft. We were going to have Alex Kidwell on the show with us. But unfortunately, he had an emergency come up and couldn't join us. But don't worry. He will be back. He's going to come back on the show. So don't worry. He will be on at a later time. But it's just me.
His exact words were, I can't wait to talk plenty of Big Brother with you guys.
That's right. He's excited. Kyle, our super fan, wanted to do the show, but unfortunately this was the only night that we could do it, and he has to work. And apparently we're the only two people that give a shit about doing drafts.
Imagine that, right?
Go fucking figure. So what we've decided to do is, I guess we were going to do our just top 5.
Yeah. So I say how we should format this is we're going to go through in the order of the Entertainment Weekly bios and just give our first impressions on everybody. And I say we give our top 5s at the end once we have talked about everybody, just so our audience knows who we're talking about before we give our definitive rankings of who we think will do a good job this season. Does that sound good? Yes,
but no cheating. You can't change your list. I mean, you didn't see that, but you can't.
Oh no, I have my list. I can screenshot it with the time if that is proof enough for you. But I promise I will. It's locked in.
Don't be trying to do any of this.
I think you'll be no. Don't worry. I think you'll be very surprised who I have as number 1. I think so.
It better not be that might be my number 1, because my number 1.
We'll find out.
I like my number 1. All right, so we're going to get started. So I just want to start off by saying that I believe that they have a good group of 21. God damn it, I can't talk today. I've been a little under the weather this week. I think they have a good batch of 16 people, and I'm very happy that it's all newbies, that it's no returning vets. You know, there was something we can touch on really quick. There was a rumor swirling around that I think, the first rumor was 2 couples, which would be 4 returning players, were coming back. And I think that was supposed to be a person whose name we do not repeat, Angela and Swaggy and
Bailey. Yeah.
Bailey. And thank God that got put in the dumpster fire.
Yeah,
and
thank God.
Thank Jesus, we love you. The prayer work, the power of prayer is amazing. I'm telling you, people need Jesus. Anyway, so then there was the rumor that it was going to be 8 newbies and 8 other people were going to come, and we were going to get to vote on 6 of them, which the math doesn't really add up. So I don't know how we all believed it. But then you had people like Alex Al.
Oh, God.
Cody Calafiore, not his jackass brother. Vanessa Russo, and some other people. I can't remember who the other ones were.
Honestly, I'd rather see Polly back over Cody if I had to pick.
If I had to
somebody I love to hate, if that makes any sense.
I want to see Cody and Polly play together, just so Cody can just distance himself from his own brother.
Well, the Big Brother rumor mill is always like crazy rampant this time of year. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of taken the stance of just taking a step back, not really listening to any of it, because it more so just like pisses me off, like just like the clutter of it all. And I say like nothing is true until we get the cast. And now that we have the cast, all of those fake rumors once again have been put to rest. I really think we're not going to get a proper All-Star season ever again, unfortunately. I think that's past what the creators of the show are interested in at this time. And I don't think they'll get any new Instagram influencers if they're bringing back returning players.
Listen, I forgot what I was going to say. This is happening more and more every day. But Bonita's in the
We can
chat.
just
Hi,
jump into
Bonita.
it.
Well, oh no. What I was going to say is the only way they're ever going to do another Celebrity Big Brother is if I'm sorry, All-Star Big Brother is if they do it Celebrity Big Brother style.
Yeah.
For a month, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all these people can handle.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, and I would be here for that. If instead of doing Celebrity Big Brother this winter, if they did like a condensed All-Star season with like the best of the best, I would be really, really into that. That would be so much fun.
Heck yeah. And we've got Lori in the chat. Hi, Lori.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen. Tyler, if you could help me keep an eye on the chat while I'm doing this,
Yes,
because
absolutely.
I can't see it while I'm doing this.
Yep. Gotcha.
Let's see here. I'm going to bring him up and just go in the order that Entertainment Weekly, we will give them credit. Okay, so first on the list, I guess they're going alphabetical by last name because it's definitely not by IQ. So we've got Holly Allen, 31, from Lander, Wyoming, and shocker, current city, Los Angeles. Before I let you go nuts, how does somebody who lived in a secluded ranch in the middle of Buck, Wyoming, isolated from everyone how are they going to adapt in the Big Brother house around 16 people?
Yeah, so she currently lives in LA. She's an LA transplant. I just have to say she has really bad plastic surgery. Like her lips like look big in this picture, but like in the interviews with Ika and stuff, like they're so bad. Allison, like, and her occupation is a wine safari guide, if that gives you any indication.
What? Can I unshare my screen for a second?
Yeah, of course.
What the fuck is a wine safari guide? Please, someone should I Google it? I'm Googling it.
Yeah,
this is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
What is a wine safari? Oh, it's a thing. It came up. Okay. Your trusty guide and driver team will lead the adventure of custom-built open-air safari vehicles. You'll make stops along the way and take it. Okay, so is this like one of those things where you're all on a little bicycle thing facing each other and you're going up and down streets and you're drinking beers?
I guess so. It just sounds like millennial bullshit.
You're on, but
you're on a safari.
Because that's a really good combination. Millennials, hardcore alcohol, and safari animals.
So a few standouts for her Ika interview. She says that she grew up on a ranch pretty far away from people, so she's not very social, which is always a good thing to say right before going into the Big Brother house.
Always.
She doesn't like catty girls. She said a lot. That she wants to align with the men, which is always really frustrating for a woman to say on Big Brother. And her favorite Big Brother house guest is Jeff. Says he's an all-time favorite and played such a good game. She also loved Tyler.
Do you want to know why Jeff is her favorite house guest?
Why?
Because she's never seen the show. I want you to look at this question. Yeah. Which past Big Brother cast member do you like the most? I haven't watched it enough to have a favorite. That's because you're a recruit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, that's basically.
Do you have a strategy? I have plenty of strategies stacked up, plan A to Z. You don't have an answer. Sorry.
Right. I mean, like it's not hard to strike up a conversation with Ika. Like she's a very charismatic, fun interviewer, and you could just tell the whole time Ika was just not into this girl at all. She's just really unpleasant, very just kind of closed off, and I'm really not sure why this girl is cast. I think she's not long for this Big Brother world, that's for sure.
Her life's motto is "Make 'em proud." No,
Wow,
not
that's
on
original.
yeah, make them proud. Not on Big Brother. I don't
Yeah.
want anyone to be proud of me. Tyler, if I leave Big Brother, never make it on Big Brother, and I don't want to make you proud. I don't want anyone to be proud of me. I haven't done my job. Next.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about Holly. She's not somebody who I think we have to look out for, but somebody that I do think we have to look out for next is Tommy Bracco. He's 28. He's from Staten Island. He's a Broadway dancer. I checked in with my friends who are on Broadway, and they know him. They say that he's really nice, very sweet, very social. Not the brightest bulb in the hallway, but that's pretty par for the course with that career, in my opinion. So let's see. I have wrote down some notes for the Ica interviews. Those just came out a few hours ago. He's been watching since season 14, and he says that Davon is his favorite. And I actually don't think that that's a bad pick. She's very charismatic and entertaining, of course. But if we think back to Big Brother 17, she was really intuitive. She was the one that had the twins twist figured out, just the first or second week or so. Remember, because she called Julia Thickums. He did not know who Ica was, so he's not a huge fan of Big Brother. But I think that he has enough knowledge to know what to do and what not to do. And his strategy is he wants to get by in the game just by being his genuine self, which I think is a good fluid strategy. He's not saying I have to lock myself into having this many alliance members and do this and win this and all of that. He's, like I said, he's very social and likable, and yeah, I think very highly of him. I think Tommy's going to do pretty okay.
I think he'll do good. I did like that, he is on Broadway and he is used to traveling and being in close quarters with people and having to get along with them, especially when you're doing a new show. You pretty much, you're with new people and you have to learn how to coexist with one another. So I think that's a good thing to have. I am kind of not into the whole, I'm just going to be myself. No, you're not.
Yeah, we'll see how the Big Brother house changes him. But I will say, bravo to Big Brother casting for finally casting a gay guy who's not a super flamboyant, obnoxious, Frankie Grande. I think this is the most masculine gay that we've ever had on Big Brother. Well, not ever. I mean, Bunky probably tops that list. But I think it's a step in the right direction for casting actual reality for what the LGBT group is like, instead of what reality TV would like to think of as just an archetype, if that makes any sense.
I'm not knocking her, but not every gay wants to be in a Taylor Swift video.
Right. Oh, well, I want to be in a Taylor Swift video.
Listen,
I love her.
I would be in a Taylor Swift video too, and I'm not even gay. But I'm just saying, it's not every single, it's just like she says, calm down. Okay. Next.
All right. Go ahead. I'll let you go first for the next one.
Continue on to the next slide. Okay. Oh, I can't even. Hold on. I got notes for this one. Annalise. Annalise.
Annalise.
I can't even see. This is what I got. She's a BB super fan. Mm-hmm. She wants to play a KC kind of game and be athletic like Angela. Gee, KC was athletic as well. I'm just throwing it out there. If you were a super fan, you would have noticed that too. I think she also won more vetoes than Angela, especially in physical competitions, but that's cool. But she wants to lay low. Don't they all? Every fucking person wants to lay low, these people. Honesty. She said, no, this is to quote her, honestly, I'm a good liar. And she cares about social media, but she's not what people think. And if in her hashtag to her personal life hashtag is thank ya Jesus, and that's YA Jesus. Thank ya Jesus. I don't know what I think about her. She's 22. She's a baby. I'm old enough to be her mother. Northridge, California. She's funny, outgoing, and confident. She loves tanning and going to the beach. She looks like she works at Palm Beach Tan. I don't know. I don't really have much on her. I got really bored during her deal. They don't really have a lot on her. Hold on 1 second. What? Do you have any strategy for winning? Oh, no. Here we go. This is what got me. Which past Big Brother cast member do you like the most? Try this on and try to wear it around the house. Dick Donato, Daniel Donato, and Tyler Crispin are her favorite house guests. When have we ever in God's green earth ever heard anyone put these three in the same category? Go, Tyler.
Yeah, so I just want to say, like, I feel like every cast member says that Tyler is their favorite house guest. So that's just the recency bias bullshit that we just have to deal with or whatever.
Tyler Crispin is his own favorite house guest.
Right, of course. But Danielle Donato is my favorite Big Brother US house guest of all time. So I of course have to root for anybody that does mention her in their bios. She and Pokemon pointed this out in the chat, and I actually had this written down in my notes too. She gives me serious Lauren Collins from Survivor: Edge of Extinction vibes.
Yeah.
She where is she at here? I'm looking for Lauren. Lauren Collins 2.0. She just graduated college, and she's a Division I soccer player. So I think that will hold well for her in terms of the endurance competitions that usually favor these small, athletic built women. Her voice sounds kind of ditzy, which actually I think can work in her favor because she does have, like, she is a true, like, fan of the show. She's not just like a recruit. She said her and her family have been longtime fans and watch like every single episode together. And of course, saying that she liked Casey from last season, I don't think that that's a bad thing either.
Oh, no.
But and she does say in the Ica interview that Angela could have been a little bit more confrontational. So she sees the value in not being furniture, if that makes you feel any better. I think that I don't know. I'm very, very high on her, and I think that she will do very well. I like what she brings to the table, and I think that she's a step up from the kind of like California surfer girl Angela archetype that seems to be cast every season. She seems to have a little bit more personality and a little bit more intelligence and wherewithal to do good in this game than people in this past archetype have done. So I'm excited to see how she does.
I think they learned from their first mistake with Angela. This is what they should and look, I'm not dogging her by any means. I just found it funny that she wanted to play a game like KC, but with the athleticism of Angela. And I'm just like, okay. Okay. All right. I don't know. I don't really have much of anything on her other than I found it funny that she threw Tyler's name in with two greats like Evil Dick and Danny. That really, and be a badass with a good ass is her life motto. Spoken sounds like someone who enjoys beach and going to the tanning bed.
Yeah.
Next.
All right. So next we have Ovi. Ovi is 22. He's also from Tennessee. He's a college student, and he actually found the show Big Brother from a sociology class he took in high school. And his teacher introduced the class to the show just because it's a really good study on human behavior. And he just fell in love with it immediately after he started watching. So I think that that's a cool story. He is representing his country. I can never say this right. Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, sorry. He does know who Ika Wong is, so that to me is always the proof of like a really good super fan is if they know Ika from Big Brother Canada. His favorites were Hayden from Big Brother 12 and Vanessa from Big Brother 17. I really liked what he said about he wants to bring in the smarts of Vanessa and charm of Hayden. And I think that he actually can do this.
Yes.
I think that he's very intelligent. He's very, he seems very approachable, very fun, very normal. And I think that he could be a good alliance member of basically like any group that I can think up here. I think that I'm also like very high on him. What do you think about Ovi?
I really like what he said about he's not the smartest person in the room, but he can create the smartest team. I really like that. I like that he isn't there. He flat out said, I'm not here for the clout. He's not here to be famous.
Yeah.
And America can hate him if he wins, and that's nothing against America. But, look, we're all there for $500,000. I think he's a sweet guy. He's a thinker. No, I don't know him because he's from Tennessee. I think we had this conversation earlier. I don't even know where Oak Ridge, Tennessee is.
Well, we have two people from Tennessee.
Well, guess who's not one of them? He's a UT fan. Go Vols. My dad will love that. He actually had a Tennessee pin on during his interview with Jeff, which I can't wait to see him sport some big orange. I think that'll be awesome. And I want to say hi to Kurt in the chat. Hey, Kurt, he's from Memphis. What else do I have written down about him? He did say he's loyal to his family. I did like that. Like I said, it goes back to doing what you need to do to win. I think his looks are going to be deceiving. I think people are going to, in the house, if they really do watch Big Brother, may think that he is another Scotty. And I don't know. I don't want him to be a scapegoat or a punching bag or turned on in any way, because I'll actually get pissed off because I actually like this guy a lot. I think he's got a big heart, and I think he will go very far. Hopefully he will go very far. But I do like him. I'm very high on him.
Yeah. I'm more so curious than anything to see how he'll play, because when I think of Big Brother casting, this is not the kind of person that I think of getting cast. So I'm excited to see something different for a change, which is exciting. And Pokemon in the chat said, I would give CBS money to have Allison or Tyler play Big Brother. Team Fun Feeds. You can let casting know that, because we are definitely trying to be on the show. Not that we ever hear anything back, but
like trying.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
So I guess we can move on to the next person.
Okay. I got some notes.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Go ahead and start with this one.
Sure. Okay. So my first note about Jessica is this is literally Sabrina from Big Brother Canada 2. Allison, I know you haven't watched that season of Big Brother Canada, but she was I believe Sabrina was a hairdresser, but she was kind of this like bigger like personality, just like huge, like social, like her and Ika actually did not get along at all. So it was funny to watch like the interview with Jessica and Ika, but I literally the whole time could not stop thinking that this is like literally Sabrina. She is a plus size model. And she says that she saw a lack of representation of plus size people on the show and auditioned because of that. Which I think is a pretty cool story. She says that her favorite player is Jeff, which is always unfortunate to hear.
Well, but you know my theory on that.
So my I have a theory about Jessica. Just like Sabrina and Big Brother Canada too. I think that she can actually last a long time if she doesn't make herself into a target on the first week. She's going to be very social. I think that she's going to be one that can like bring people together in a really strong way, just like Sabrina in Big Brother Canada did. The first few weeks of that season, she really had like a grip on everybody in that game and kept everybody in lock plays and alliance. And I think that Jessica has that kind of pulling power with people to do the same thing here. So I think that she's one to watch out for. And I think that she's lucky that we have some people that have pretty strong first boot potential that I think is going to allow Jessica to slip in long enough for her to get her grips on people that she needs to.
She likes Dan from season 10, which is good.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
I like her motto, "What you think about me is none of my business." I love that. I want that on a coffee.
That's great.
I love that she's a plus size model. I'm loving her and Ovi. I just love it. I love that, it's a diverse. I love this. She is a big fan. I believe it, but she pulled out the lay low card. And that's when I just go, oh, people, stop it with the lay low crap. I'm going to lay low. I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to make any alliances the first couple of days. You will be in an alliance the first hour you are in there. I promise. I don't care if it's fake or real or whatever. Whoever you gravitate, I can't even talk. Whoever you gravitate towards, you're gonna be in that alliance. It's just the way it is. It happens. She's competitive and she's authentic, in my opinion. I really like her. I do believe that she is a fan, and Pokemon said that she kind of screams a little bit of Suzette from Big Brother Canada 1.
I would agree with that too.
Having played with Suzette in Sequester All-Stars, I agree. But man, Suzette though, woof, that's a spitfire there.
That's a great word to describe her. What do you think about, so Allison, if you were cast on Big Brother, would you describe your age as 30-ish?
Honey, I'm 20-ish. I'd be think she's 20-ish, acts like she's 10-ish. Okay. That's how I love it. It's nobody's business. Who cares how old she is? I'm in my 30s.
I just think that's such a funny answer.
I'm 40-ish, and
I mean, I guess I'm 20-ish.
You're 20-ish. We're all ish of something.
Right. Okay, so next, I'll let you go first with this one. We'll just kind of alternate back and forth, and I'm sure you want to start talking about this guy.
Okay, so Aquaman. Yeah, we got to Jack, Tampa, Florida, Jason Momoa lookalike recruit. 100% recruit. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. The guy slipped up in Jeff's interview. You can go back and watch, and said he goes, "Did you ever watch Big Brother?" "Oh no, but they reached out to me and told me I should watch."
Oh my God.
Jack, who's they? Who is they? Look how freaking short his answers are for everything. I mean, keep it simple. Kind of like the application, honey. Keep it simple. Honesty, integrity.
If he even had an application, probably not.
Somebody filled it out. This looks like an application that you fill out just standing. You just jumped in line. Like they pulled you off the street, put you in line right with a group of people, and this is all you had time to fill out. CrossFit, hanging with my dog Layla, and he's into photography.
Oh, woohoo.
Woohoo.
So is everybody.
And he's a cat named Celine Dion. I mean, listen, I'm not done. Hold on.
Okay.
He also, I'm sorry, I have like a plethora of notes on this guy. He doesn't want to win HOH. He thinks HOH is irrelevant. He doesn't need it. He wants to win a lot of vetoes though, because that doesn't put a target on your back. He just doesn't care. He's well-rounded. He's the king of average. He's a control freak. He hates one-uppers. If I heard that come out of his mouth, if I were in the Big Brother house, I would make it my mission in life to up everything that he talked about. And he informed us that he was sequestered and had to be alone with his thoughts. That they lock you up for a long time. No shit, Sherlock. That's what happened. Let me explain something to you, Jason Jack Momoa Matthews. You're on Big Brother. You're going to be in that house. Well, normally, what are you in the house 90 days if you win?
Yeah, like 100.
I'm going to give you 32 days in the house, and you're going to blurt your Fessy 2.0. That's all there is to it.
He's going to say who flipped a million times.
Who flipped? Wait a minute, guys. I thought we were an alliance. I thought, why would you guys lie to me? Because you can keep your mouth shut even if you had a mouth full of shit. You still couldn't keep your mouth shut. It's just ridiculous. Okay, you can have him now.
I think his only, I totally agree with everything you're saying. And I think his only saving grace here is his looks. I think that he's going to be that guy that we get the montage of all the girls in the diary room in the first episode being like, oh my God, he's so hot. Oh, he looks so good. Like that type of thing. I don't think that he has potential to leave early, just because like I think that he's going to be one to be either winning competitions or to be like in some kind of like big majority alliance here. I will say though, with his interview with Ika, he seemed to be a lot more well-spoken and calm of a demeanor than I would expect for this kind of like bigger, stronger alpha male, which I think is a good sign for him. I don't think that we're on like Devin of Big Brother 16 type of trajectory, thank God. But he says, I'm the good guy, and sometimes the good guys win. So if that's not a slice of humble pie, if I've never eaten one, then I don't know what is. But he was asked if he had to cut his hair for a challenge. He said that he wouldn't cut it, which to me is not the right answer. And then he asked Ika back. He was like, wait, have they ever cut hair for a challenge? And that just goes to show like his lack of Big Brother knowledge, because obviously they have done that before. I believe in Big Brother All-Stars they did it. Because Kaser had his head shaved for a veto competition.
Caleb, remember Caleb shaved his head?
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Can I say something though?
Yeah.
I'm not attacking the guy's character before anybody even starts. I'm just saying he's a recruit. I don't care what anyone says. Hey, look, he's a good-looking guy. If I was Robin Cass, I would want to look at that too. That's a good-looking specimen right there. And the hair. I love the hair. It's great. He does, and Aquaman's big right now. Jason Momoa's big right now. So why not bring a clone in? Why not? It works. But I just think that this guy is going to get just chewed up, spit out 6 ways from Sunday on social media. He's going to get known as a big dummy because he doesn't know the game. And that is not on him. That is on the people who cast him. But then again, why are you saying it's okay to be in a game if you don't know what's going on? Oh, because you want the recognition. So I don't know. I just, if you want to put a recruit in, but make sure they know the game. Because you know what? This guy could potentially crack like Sam.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe he doesn't know what he's getting himself into, which is usually not a good thing. But unless you had anything else to say about Jack, I think I'm ready to move on here.
Fessy 2.0's Haley. Okay, I was wrong. I said Holly Allen. They were asking in the chat. I agree. It's not Holly Allen. They're saying in the chat it's Annalise. I can see Annalise and Aquaman together. Let's go ahead and call it now. But that's all I got for that one. So
yeah, I agree that he is like high showman's potential. That's a good note to have too. Okay, so next we have Nicole Anthony. She's 24. She is a preschool aide. Let's see what we had to say about her. She says that she's been watching since season 11. The first kind of big red flag for me was she said her favorite was Paul, and she says that he was robbed not once but twice, which is absolutely the wrong answer. She goes on to talk to Ika for a long time about how she was an absolute terror as a kid, even calling the cops on her parents because she didn't get her way one time. She wants the first HOH and can't throw competitions because she's too competitive of a person. Wow, so crazy. And then she says that she can't stand bullies, which is kind of hypocritical because she says that she likes Paul. And you know what I mean? And she says that she would rather lose and be a respected player because at the end of the day, you have to go to bed like satisfied with yourself or whatever. So I don't know. I'm really not too crazy about her. I think that we've had far better people in this archetype for this kind of like offbeat, quirky girl. I mean, I'm not like too high on Nicole here. What do you think?
I think I can feel my virginity growing back the longer I look at her. Like I think the entire time you're sitting there talking to her, my hymen grew back. I mean, wow. I'm not, I'm just, this girl probably has the potential to be freaking evil. This girl probably sat on the playground and pulled the freaking wings off flies when nobody was looking. Okay, just, I mean, I don't know. I read that too about how her parents wouldn't let her look in a bag, so she locked him in a room. She took the lug nuts off a toilet and flooded the house. She called 911 on her parents. Bitch, are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God. But just what do you think the most difficult part about living in the Big Brother house is? Well, the most difficult part of living in the Big Brother house for me will be making sure that I think, okay, for me will be making sure that I think before I speak and that I bite my tongue when I really want to tell someone off. But then again, I have to do that every single day at work. So you work, you're a preschool aide and you're telling kids to fuck off? Wow.
Yeah.
I
I personally would not leave my kids with her. So we'll see if she still has a job after this summer.
Her life's motto is "Here comes the sun. I'm officially a virgin again."
Do you think that we have Raven 2.0 on our hands here?
No, I do not.
No.
But I will say that she has Sam potential. And I'm not dogging Sam because I actually liked Sam. But I feel like Nicole could go batshit crazy on somebody. I feel it. I feel her diary room sessions are going to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
She might get on everyone's nerves early because she'll be trying too hard. But I just feel like there's something there.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me uncomfortable. And Tyler, I'm certifiably insane. I have a certificate to prove it. Lakeside
Shocker.
Behavioral Adult Center, 2011. But here's the thing. She makes me uncomfortable and I'm nuts. So I don't know. And I'm not, and Lord forgive me, I'm not judging the girl's career. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but man, there is something there I can't put my finger on. I can't. So I don't know. I didn't even write any.
She talked about locking her brother in a basement for days. She's like that kind of like a creepy gal. So we'll see how she does.
What does she do to the kids at the preschool when they say no to her or piss their pants?
I do not want to find out.
If they shit themselves, does she rub their nose in it like a dog? I mean, what is that? It's scary. Okay. I'm getting off this screen because I'm uncomfortable.
All right. So, we have a question in the chat. Do you suffer from rough kneecap syndrome, Allison?
I don't even know what that is.
Remember Raven made that up in the Big Brother house?
Oh, no, honey, I'm just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just nuts. I mean, I've got nothing else for you. And I'm the kind of crazy that's unpredictable. You don't know what I'm going to do. So when I'm staring at you in a fight, you aren't going to attack me because you don't know what I'm going to do. Okay?
Mars says in the chat that she kind of looks like Scotty from last year. I actually agree with that.
She looks like Scotty and that chick from
Christine.
Christine and Scotty had a baby.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now we got to go back.
God.
Christine and Scotty hooked up and had Nicole. That's it. We cracked the code. Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to start for David or do you want me to?
Just let me have this for a second because there's not much to say. Recruit.
Yeah.
He's a professional photographer. This is the second photographer. If I were you, Tyler, I'd be pretty pissed right now.
I know, right? Well, anybody can claim they're a professional photographer. I'd love to see his stuff and see if he is actually a photographer. I'm gonna Google his name while you're talking about him.
When Jeff asked him what his favorites, how long have you? Oh, I recently became a fan. Yeah, when they contacted your ass and recruited you, that's when you became a fan. I really don't have anything else. Let's see, because when I hear recruit and certain things come out of their mouths and I can just pick up on the uncomfortable body language if I've really got to answer these questions when I don't really have an answer, it makes me insane.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to dominate in challenges. It's hard for him to lie. He's very honest. What the fuck are you doing here? Okay, you're from Atlanta. Congratulations. You're 29. He's handsome. He's handsome. And here we go with the short ass answers again. Excuse me. And he's into fucking CrossFit. What is CrossFit? Another guy that's in CrossFit and a professional photographer. And he loves traveling to new locations. Well, no shit. Who wants to travel to old locations? This guy's really the elevator reaches the top.
Oh, I found his Facebook.
What do you think the most difficult part of living inside the Big Brother house? A complete shift in my routine and having to be around people with no escape. But it is also an adventure I would love to explore. My God. Do you have a strategy for winning the game? Absolutely. I plan to watch. Oh God, I'm about to fall out on the floor. I plan to watch 2 seasons. 2 seasons. Let's not forget this is season 21, people. I plan on watching 2 seasons to get a feel for the show and then further look into strategies that have worked for types of individuals that typically win. My gift of gab, and I can't.
I can tell you the 2 seasons that he watched. He watched Big Brother 12 and Big Brother 20.
He's going to watch Big Brother season 1 and go, what the fuck? We get to vote? Wait, we vote each other out? I thought the people voted. I thought they voted on the telephone. Do they not call in anymore?
So I'm looking, I found his Facebook, and he was a former sales manager for Red Bull, which is actually the first good thing that I've found, that he has some like sales knowledge. That's always a good thing, but I can't find like any of his photography stuff. So say what you will about him being an actual photographer. But yeah, I was not really too keen on David. Of course, we said that he is a recruit. He became a fan recently. He watched seasons 20 and 12. Ika literally calls him boring in the middle of his interview. And he doesn't really have any like defense or like quick wit to that. I think that he's really, if we're talking a Survivor Edge of Extinction, I think that he's going to be more of a passenger than a pilot this season. He also said he's open to a showmance, and he can cry on demand. So if you wanted to watch that clip, you can. And he actually does it. He actually does cry for Ika. And it's not endearing. It's kind of pathetic. So I don't know. I'm not too high on him. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of support for this guy online saying that he's going to do well and stuff. I think that he will make it far in the game, but I don't see any winner potential here. I don't see him making any kind of big strategic moves or anything.
No, his big strategic move is to form a Final 2 alliance with Jack, Jason, Momoa. That'll be his fight, and it'll be made night 1.
Yeah.
And they'll come up with the dumbest ass name they could probably come up. They'll probably call themselves fucking Justice League, because he looks like the guy. He looks just like the guy who played Cyclops in Justice League, and he looks like Aquaman. So they're going to be Justice League.
Yeah.
I'll still come up with something really just that'll make me go in. I'm already losing my mind, and I haven't even watched the first episode yet. But it's just, I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch 2 episodes and study. Can we please get off this person? Okay.
All right. So, I can't wait to talk about this next person. So next we have the winner of Big Brother 21, Christie Murphy. She is from, she's the second person this season that we talked about from Staten Island, New York. A lot of people are saying online that her and Tommy actually know each other from the outside world. She is a lesbian. She dated his aunt for a long time, and they have pictures like of them hanging out at like holidays together. So that we might be headed towards like a season of people that know each other, similar to the Summer of Secrets in Big Brother 6. Because like I mentioned, we have 2 people from Tennessee as well. And there's just like a few other connections like this that people have found already. And it's only been a day. So of course, like we'll have more info and find out more connections as time goes on. But she is our Caitlin Herman of the season. She is a boutique owner, and she I looked at her website because she mentioned it by name on Jeff's interviews. but it's basically just like essential oils and like herbal like stuff. Like it's all of that like multi-level marketing bullshit. She's very like one with nature and zen. She's literally like a ratchet version of Caitlin Herman. She's been a fan since season 8, which is always a good sign.
Finally, someone a fan in the single digits. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. She said that she would rather come in second and be loved, which is always concerning. She says that she is a sensitive crier, which is not good for this game either. And she said that she's willing to hide the fact that she's a lesbian for strategy purposes if there is a guy that is going to be like flirty with her. So we'll see if that actually comes to fruition or anything. But this girl is just batshit crazy.
Yeah, I think her and Nicole will be fun together. They're either going to love each other or they're going to get into a really good epic fight on the live feeds that I will come in on at the very end and miss per usual.
Yeah.
She started watching at 8. Here we go again with the laying low. She wants to lay low like Derek and Tyler. Don't ever put
There's
Derek
no
and
way
Tyler.
she's going to lay low.
There's no way. And
no
don't
way.
ever put those two in the same sentence ever again. Oh God, I can't. I kind of tapped out at making everyone sit in a gratitude circle. She said, "I'm going to get to people. I'm going to make them sit in a gratitude circle, and every morning I'm going to make them say 3 things that they're thankful for."
Pokemon in the chat says Nicole and Christie for final 2.
Let me tell you something. They need to work together. I could see her pull one over on Aquaman. I could see him trying to get in there and her just dropping it on him. Guess what? I'm a lesbian.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have a lot of feelings on her. She kind of she kind of reminds me of Goldie Hawn a little bit, the actress. She kind of reminded me of her. She doesn't want to be, she wants a male-female alliance. She wants a mixture of people.
Okay.
Well, I really don't think there's any other options.
Right.
Call me crazy.
And I don't think she'll be in the house long enough to make that a reality either.
Can you imagine my face if I was in the Big Brother house and she made me get in the gratitude? Do you want to see what my face would look like? She'd have her eyes closed and I'd be looking like this.
Hold on, your screen is you're still sharing your screen.
This is me. You want to know what I'm grateful for? Eviction. HOH, veto, and eviction. Guess which of those 3 things they're going to fall on?
Yep.
Oh, God. And look, I'm not knocking the girl. It's good to be positive and have that energy, but you're not putting Allison S. Kelly in a gratitude circle.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. I can't even think of 3 things that I'm happy about every fucking day. I'm not even grateful for my cat.
I don't know if that's true. You are pretty crazy about your cat.
And guess who's following him on Instagram now?
Who?
You.
Me? I am?
Yes, you are following.
We'll have to fact check that.
That's
anyway,
FINLEY_INSTI.
Norma brings up a good point in the chat. She dated guys for 9 years and told Ika she would showmance a guy if he is the right guy. So we'll see. But clearly showmancing is on the mind for her. We'll see how she does. Do you want to start off for the next person or do you want me to go?
Let's see who it is. Obviously, I don't know who's next until they pop up on my screen. Okay, did I even take notes on him? Hold on a sec. There was somebody I couldn't even find. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I didn't get to see his. I think he was maybe the first guy or one of the first people that got interviewed, and I missed it. And then when I got home from work, I couldn't even find him. When I freaking look up Sam Smith interviews, it pulls up the singer. So I couldn't get. So tell me what's going on with this guy.
Yeah, so he's been a fan of the show for 8 years, and his wife told him to apply. He says that he doesn't want to be like Swaggy C, and he really likes Zach Rance from Big Brother 16, which I loved Zach Rance. He was a very dynamic, fun, balls to the walls player in a good way, in an entertaining way. He said that he's always had roommates growing up, which I think always serves well, rather than being a Holly where you say you grew up on a farm, like deserted away from everybody, even your friends. He's a truck driver from Pennsylvania. His past Big Brother cast member he likes the most is Derek, and I think that is absolutely the correct answer for him. I really see a lot of potential here with Sam. I think that he could be the next coming of Derek, and I'm glad to see that he is kind of being tunnel visioned into that type of gameplay, because I think it's a good fit for him. His strategy for winning the game is be true and be a little bit of a rat for my alliance. I think that's just really, really good. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, of course, like you said, you didn't get a chance to see his interview and stuff. He's 31, so he's got a little bit more life experience, but he's not like the old person in the house. I don't know. I of course, like I'm always rooting for a female to win, but if I had to, I don't want to like give away my top 5 just yet, but Sam is looking pretty good to me in terms of winner equity.
I like his life motto: if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space.
I like that too.
I like that. I like him. I just, it's fine. Riding my R1, playing basketball and having friends over for pool parties. Are we sure he's from Pennsylvania?
He looks pretty. I went to college in Pennsylvania. He looks pretty Pennsylvania to me.
He looks very Tennessee to me, though, as well. I mean, there are a lot of guys running around with that hair. And and that freaking, from dusk till dawn, George Clooney tattoo. They all got. All right, so we'll go on to the next one.
Okay. All right. Okay. So next we have Kathryn. She definitely did not know who Aiko was, even though she says she's a huge fan of the show. She says that she got the opportunity to be on the show. She did not say that she applied. I really strongly think that she's a recruit here. Of course, she says season 20 is her favorite because, let's be real, that's probably the only season she's seen.
Because it was the last one.
Right. However, she does name drop Janelle, which is a good sign, of course. She's from Texas. She describes herself as loud and proud. And she doesn't like personal attacks, bullying. But, I mean, like, everybody says that. It's a different story when you're in the Big Brother house. We have seen some things online where she's been pretty vocal about her support for Donald Trump. So we'll see if those politics and those opinions come into play at all. We have some pretty staunch liberals in this season, and they've mentioned that in their interviews. So we'll see if that comes to light. However, we do have to remember that Dan, in his preseason interviews for Big Brother 10, he really described himself as a staunch, really hardcore Republican, even though that was just like a casting ploy to make him seem more opinionated, to be cast to get on the show. So we'll see if her opinions are really aren't as strong as like they seem to be online. So I don't know. I'm not like totally canceled on her quite yet, because I think that I don't see her being first boot for sure. The beautiful blonde, she knows how to like make her way into an alliance and into other things too. She was in the training camp for the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. I don't know. What do you think about her?
I mean, her life's motto is happiness is the same price as red bottoms. I don't know what that means, Tyler. What does that mean? Red bottoms, I guess, refers to Louboutins, like the shoes with the red bottoms that are just like a sign of like crazy wealth. I think those shoes are like they're like $600, $700 or something like that. My notes that I have written about her, because I had to write some up really quick. I say Kathryn Dunn looks like a Janelle clone. She is another one who doesn't care if America likes her because America doesn't pay her bills. She said that, which I get.
I like that.
Addicted to social media and just got a TV 2 years ago. She is not seasoned on BB because she just got a TV. She said that. Basically, she's not seasoned on BB because she is a recruit. That's what I put on there. She's a social media butterfly. She's into digital marketing. She's gonna pull in, the right kind of average white guys who like this kind of shit. And I mean, I can't. I mean, was this the fourth recruit we've come across? I mean, this kills me. I mean, that could be you or me.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
But whatever. I don't really know. She giggled a lot. She just kind of got on my nerves. Did I have anything else written about her? No.
Just your average blonde Barbie that's cast on every season of every show.
It's funny because I think someone in the chat, Kurt, maybe said she's got a Kate Hudson, Goldie Hawn vibe. She does have a Kate Hudson vibe, as Christie has a Goldie Hawn vibe, and they are mother and daughter. So I'm going to get the two of them confused.
I get like a Jessica Simpson, Dukes of Hazzard vibe.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Anelda's in the chat. Hey, Anelda. Yeah, but next.
Next, yeah. Okay, so next we have Cliff. Bless his heart.
It's the first boot.
Yeah, so he is 53. He's from Houston. He's a petroleum engineer. He, of course, is our old kooky person that's cast every year. Let's see. I will tell you, I am Rob has a podcast patron, and his daughter is a patron as well. So I've actually met him at a few Rob has a podcast live know-it-all. So he is a big super fan of these shows, which is what I think is his like one saving grace, and kind of puts him apart from the other like Glenn. Who was the guy last year that was the first boot?
It wasn't Glenn. Oh, God. Like, I'm supposed to remember Big Brother 20?
Oh, apparently everybody else in the cast does. So I think that he'll have a little bit more savviness, like intelligence. Steve, Summer of Steve, that's right. Thank you, Michael. So I think that that's his saving grace. He mentions in his interviews a lot, like he's very aware that like the old person usually gets taken out first. So he's really going that first week. He's really going to do everything he can to not be the first. So I think that he's not going to have these like really bad slip ups that a lot of these old people first boot situations tend to have. He seems very friendly, but he also said that he wants to win the first HOH, and I think that that's the correct move for him, actually.
Yes, 100%.
Because of course, like he's safe, but also that makes people come to him for alliances and puts him at the center of being in the majority groups instead of the minority. So we'll see what happens. What do you think?
Let's see here. I had some notes about him. What did I say?
Pokemon says he looks just like Rick Devens.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Now I'm distracted by that. And when they were calling him Boss Hogg after the Dukes of Hazzard reference. I said, what did I say about him at first? I like him a lot. He has a great sense of humor and seems like someone you could work with and would be loyal. If the BB House guest can just get past his age and toss a recruit like Kathryn out the window, he will go far.
Yeah. At least he's not a recruit. That's what I'll say as well.
He's not a recruit. He's happy just to be there. It is a stigma. The older person does seem to go first. He needs to win HOH. Do you hear that, BB producers? You need to rig it where it will be something, I don't know, water sports, fishing, jet skiing, swimming, scuba, gardening. Gee, the theme isn't outdoor stuff this year, is it, Tyler?
Wait, say that again?
I said the theme this year is outdoorsy.
Yeah, so maybe this will work out for him.
He might actually freaking win.
Yeah.
HOH. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I try to stay out of the political side of things. I don't know. Some people have thrown out some. I'm not even going to get into it, but I don't look at people's political stuff when I'm analyzing this.
Yeah.
So if you take that out of the equation, I mean, if I'm in the Big Brother house and I'm hanging out with him, and I think I would get along with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like say if you go back and look at Dan's Big Brother 10 bio, like it's really like, I can't stand liberals. Like imagine that in like this day and age. And we got like a completely different person. So I always take these bios with a grain of salt and give them all kind of just like a fresh start, like once they enter the season. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I would like to think that it would change him being in this situation and being around younger people, being around a gay man and a gay woman, being around different pools of people. I think, he is where God has put him, and it will open his eyes to a new world that maybe he hasn't been exposed to. And a lot of these narrow-minded people have not been exposed to any world other than the one that they live in, and they don't know what else is out there. And once they are exposed to a different way of living and a different kind of people, they do often retract and apologize, and they're like, I had no idea. So, give the guy a chance. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So let's go next.
All right. So next we have Kemi. She is 25. She's from Maryland. So that, of course, makes me happy being from Maryland as well. So I actually have a story about her. My friend Dan, him and I both auditioned the open casting call in New York City this year. And Dan went a little bit later than me because I always go like super early to get in line. But he texted me last night and he said that I'm just like scrolling up to see the messages. I was a little under the influence last night.
Wait a minute. Did you stand in line with her?
I didn't, but he did. So he said, during the audition, I made one friend, and that was Kemi. I saw her after her audition, and she was sitting by the bar. And so he walked up to her and told her she has star powers. He said, we were literally hanging out and staying in touch. We're friends on Instagram and always liking each other's stuff. And she's commented on my stuff. But he just said, like, because she was in his group to audition, and he said that she just has like total star power. All eyes were on her in a really good way. And I got an interview. Let me see what I said about her. She hasn't watched Big Brother Canada, but she did know who Ika was. Her favorite players are Jessica, Graf, and Rachel Riley. So obviously she has some like older Big Brother knowledge. She said that she is kind of a newer fan. She actually applied on a whim with a friend. So she wasn't a huge fan of Big Brother before she applied, which seems to always be the story for these people at open casting calls, right? Like they go like, oh, my friend auditioned, so I auditioned with them, and here I am, type of thing.
Your mouth, it's not true.
But she has like since like binge watched all the seasons, and I believe that she really has because she's just been name dropping like a few older house guests. She says that she wants to be a social butterfly and in multiple alliances and stuff, and I think that that's the right call for her. I think that she is going to do pretty okay in this situation. She doesn't seem to be like offensive or like a loud, like aggressive, angry type of person. She seems pretty nice, pretty good, pretty chill. So
yeah, let's see. What notes did I have about her? Because some of these, okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Here's what I said about Kemi. I said she seems to be a tad full of herself. She basically said she doesn't care what America thinks of her, which I get. But when it comes to the money, America is full of strangers. She called us strangers. Why does she care what strangers think of her? She claims to have no life because she's been watching since season 8. Well, if she doesn't have a life because she's been watching since season 8, what the fuck does that say about us doing a show about it?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know. I was on board until she kind of got a little cocky at the end with Jeff and said, "I don't care about what some strangers think about me." But I just kind of feel like if we didn't watch the show, if the fans didn't care so much about the show, there wouldn't be a show.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like movies. These Marvel films, like the Avengers and all that, they wouldn't make money if the fans didn't go watch. So slow your roll a little bit, honey.
Yeah.
Bring it down a little bit. You'll be all right. But we'll see. The jury's still out.
All right. So I want you to go first for this next person. I want to hear what you think about him first.
Right here. Okay, hold on a second. Did I take anything?
Because I think I have an unpopular opinion about him, but I want to see what you say first.
Okay, this is just what I wrote down, but I still have other things to say. I said he is blunt and to the point. I believe his mouth will get him in a lot of trouble. To be me, there's a world of difference between being blunt at the right time and being blunt just to be an attention-seeking asshole. Okay, so here's the thing. The guy was on 100% with Jeff. He knew how to talk to Jeff. He dragged Jeff talking about eating cereal. Am I right?
That was more a drag to Matt from Big Brother 19.
I'm sorry, Matt Klein.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I thought Jeff ate cereal, but I don't know. But so he dragged Matt Klein. I think if Nick Maccarone and I were in the house together, I think that we would come to blows because I'm a very blunt person too, and I think we would get into it. But I also think that he being a therapist and I being a fan of therapists since the age of 7 and been to quite a few, I think that he and I would probably get along. I think he knows how to talk to people. I think he knows how to start fires. I think he knows how to convince someone to light themselves on fire and enjoy it and then help them put it out and make them think it was their idea all along. I think he's going to be able to plant seeds and manipulate. But he's got to watch that mouth because in the very beginning, people, especially with some of these recruits, they're not putting the pieces together thinking of the long haul of the game. They're going to be thinking, I don't want this guy around. He's pissing me off. I'm putting him on the block. We're voting him out. And he's gone on, week 3. So I don't know. He's a smart ass. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that he to me seems like somebody that's going to stir the pot.
Wait, real quick. Hold on, Tyler. I'm so sorry. He did make, and Kurt pointed this out to me earlier. He did make a comment about making being the one to break the seal and taking the first dump in the Big Brother house, which I think is kind of funny. I don't know. I thought that was fun. Of course, I would.
So anyway, I think that this guy's going to be the one to stir the pot, not necessarily for his own gain, but just to stir shit up, not in a good way. I also think that his haircut is awful. I think he probably got it at. I think he got his haircut at Bryce's barbershop in Maryland before he came.
Oh, dude looks like it's a Caesar cut. It's Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber.
Bless his heart.
All over again.
But he says that he started watching during Big Brother 17. His favorite players are Tyler and Vanessa. I'm really not as high on this guy as in his Jeff interview. He's like, mental health is important. Like, make sure you get help if you need it. Blah blah blah. And like, yeah, that's really great to say. But like that, I separate that from like him being a good Big Brother player. Like that to me is just like a clickbait, like soundbite, like something that people will just like tweet, like saying like, wow, he's so great because he said this. But he's really not. Throughout his entire interview with Ica, he keeps trying to like flirt with her. Like he's saying these really suggestive things, and it comes off really sleazy the entire time. And it makes me wonder, like, how he's like a therapist if he's this, like, I don't know. I feel like I need to wash my hands after talking to him.
You feel a little dirty because, and I'm going to tell you, I have encountered guys like him who can be funny and blunt to a brutal point in a one-on-one situation all day long. But then when they get in a certain situation, especially with strangers, their bite's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about this guy. It could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Pokemon says in the chat, to be fair, Tyler, Anthony and Big Brother Canada 7-4 with Ica, and he almost won. He got to final 2, but he certainly did not almost win. He won, or he lost 7-0. And that just goes to show that Nick won't be able to seal the deal, just like Anthony was not able to as well. I see a lot of support for him online early, and I really don't see it. I really don't think that this guy's going to go far at all.
He's just got to keep that mouth shut. But listen, as far as him saying, mental health, to reach out, that's very important. And, if you're depressed and all that stuff, you do need to reach out for help. I mean, that is very important at the end of the day. But, I'm a fan of therapists.
Oops, sorry. I accidentally quit for a second, but I'm back. Yes, of course, mental health is...
Did you just drop out of the show?
I did. Sorry, I'm just... I can't deal with this guy, I guess. But yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see if that mouth keeps running.
Yeah.
And see him and Nicole... I'd like to see him and Nicole get into it. I would just sit there and just drink the tea. I think that would be a freaking idiot Olympics right there. Okay, so next.
Yep.
I'm almost done.
All right. So go ahead. I want you to start for this next one.
I love Isabella Wong. She won me over with her Jeff interview. I don't know what it is about her. But she reminds me of, she has the June vibe. Don't even and June 1. I mean, I just kind of,
I actually thought the same thing.
She has beautiful hair. I don't know. Maybe I'm crushing on her. I don't know. But, sorry. Listen, what did I write down about her? Did I write anything down about her?
I can start if you.
Hold on. Let me read my little
Okay.
notes.
Yeah.
Okay. I said she is definitely one to watch, in my opinion. I adore her, and I think she has a great potential. She has a great potential. Jesus. She screams former winner June. I love her positive energy and glow. She might have to watch it with the hotheads like Maccarone. She seems like she can calm any situation down, even if she's the one who caused the issue. I think she might be the kind of person that she won't stab you in the back. She'll stab you in the front, smile the whole time, and you'll be okay with it. I don't know. Let's see. She's reckless. She's spontaneous. She loves spending other people's money. Let me tell you something. Amen. Amen to that. What do you think is the most difficult part of living in the house? Nothing. I low-key feel like I was born for this. I love that answer. Which past Big Brother cast member did you like the most? I liked when Isabella Wong won season 21. I love that answer. She just fucking said herself.
Why do I feel like you would say that same exact thing?
I love that so much. That she freaking stole it from me. She stole my thunder. Do you have a strategy for winning the game? Bribery. And my life's motto is, it ain't that serious. I love it. Like, okay, what I was thinking in my mind when I was watching her interview was, if I were in the house, she and I would be besties. We would be besties. I don't know. I like it. I live for it. Go.
All right. So I only saw the interview with Ica. So she mentions that she's another recent fan. So she probably was recruited. She came from a very strict Chinese upbringing. In fact, she mentions quite at length about how her father dropped her off in China for 2 months when she was 12 and just basically said, figure it out. And she did. She roughed it out. She stayed in some pretty tough environments growing up, and I think that just bodes well for her perseverance. She also says that she works in retail, which I came from retail as well. I worked at Apple and Crate and Barrel, and to successfully work in retail, you really have to have a lot of social skills, but you both externally with the customers, dealing with customers, but also just like the bullshit of trying to get promotions and higher up really takes a lot of strategy in terms of kissing ass to like certain like employees and doing the right things just to get ahead with like managers and everything like that. So I'm always going to be a fan of retail employees that go on the show. Of course, one notorious retail employee is Becky from Big Brother 17, and she's the only one that had Vanessa figured out that season so early too, and she's the only one that tried to like really target her and try to get her out because she realized like how big of a threat she is. So that scores a lot of points in my book that she's comes from a retail background. But I worry that she's going to be a little too loud. She says, "I'm not low key. I'm hard to maintain and won't be able to skate by." So we'll see if she can kind of like try to. I don't know. I just worry about her kind of blending in and making herself a target in the first few weeks of this game. So we'll see. But just like Jessica, I think that she's going to be another big social threat, and I think that's going to be her strength in this game.
I just hope she makes it. I really like her. So whatever. Next.
Pokemon mentions that Johnny Mac also had Vanessa figured out, which is true. Yeah. But he didn't win HOH. He couldn't do anything about it.
Did I have any? Okay, so next up is Jackson Michie from Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, I'll go first with this one. Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's from Nashville, Tennessee. No, I don't know him because he's from Tennessee. Let's see. What do I have written? Lives in LA. Not a super fan, but has watched since a kid. He said well, at least he admits he's not a super fan, but he has watched since he was a kid, which does kind of make sense. He wants to win the first HOH. He's all about the first impressions. I don't know why I said his interview bored me. I have to stop watching. I actually wrote this down. I go, he is the white swaggy C. I
like that.
That's how I kind of see him, as a alternate swaggy C. We can just, I don't know what to call him, but swaggy J or whatever. But I don't know. I just feel like he's going to try too hard. It's just going to backfire on him, and it's just not going to work.
So he, I feel like how like we all talk about like Trump supporters, I feel like we have to start talking about Paul Sapay is another stan of Paul's that says that he should have won both times. He talks about his mom so much in his interviews and stuff. I feel like he's going to get a little homesick. I think that he's the number one potential to be in a showmance as well, which is never a good thing. One thing I will say that when he was talking to Ika, he really used his Southern charm and his manners. He said, "Yes, ma'am," for everything. And it was really making Ika impressed with his courtship, his gentlemanly swag, if that makes any sense.
That would not work on me for a second.
My one concern though is he when explaining like him aligning with people, he calls it a sales pitch, and that sounds a little too transactional, not personal enough. So I think that he could get in this mindset of treating the people too much like chess pieces and social connections. And we've seen it time after time lately. This is why Paul won, or this is why Paul lost twice. This is why Tyler lost. This is why Anthony lost. We keep seeing these people not really respecting how you treat people. And if you're calling your bonds with people for an entire summer a sales pitch, that to me is not a good sign of somebody that can seal the deal at the end. That's what I think about Jackson.
Norma in the chat said people are saying he looks like a combination of Brett and Winston. No,
he wishes.
They're better looking. Here's the thing. Do you have a strategy for winning the game? Be physical, which I'm good at, but not too physical. What? Doesn't make any damn sense. You're either physical or you're not. If you want to but you want to win the first HOH, which is going to be physical, no doubt, then you're automatically going to be a physical threat from the word go. So don't win the first HOH and don't be what the hell? These guys don't make any damn sense. Of course, Paul is his favorite person. And to add insult to injury, what would you take into the house and why? Well, I take my weight belt VersaGrip so I can lift as heavy as I do outside the house.
Oh, God.
Some
Give
form
me
of
a
music
break.
so I can work out, relax, and regroup. An iPad or a tablet that springs my mass every Sunday morning so I can stay in touch with my religious side.
Oh, I didn't know that he was religious. Okay. He's
my life motto is anything in life's worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation's for cowards. I'm not knocking him because he loves Jesus. I'm just saying. It's just I
think that him and Kathryn are going to showmance. That's my official guess here.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
All right. Well, now that we've talked about the whole cast,
There's not one more? Oh, there's not.
No, that's it.
Okay, there's only 17?
Since you don't think it's Jackson and Kathryn, do you have any guesses for any potential showmances? I know you mentioned Jack and Annalise before.
Jack, Annalise, I don't know. Like, I really haven't put that much thought. Let's see. Let me pull all their pictures up here.
I'm still, even though you disagree, I'm going to lock in Jackson and Kathryn. They're showmancing for sure.
Okay, so you think...
He probably smells like Axe body spray.
Jackson smells like a Stetson commercial. Jackson and Kathryn. I can see Nick having a crush on Christie. I can see Aquaman and Annalise hooking up. I think Jessica and Bella are going to be buddies. I think Boss Hogg is going to have some come to Jesus moments with Kim, Cyborg, and Tommy, and Ovi. I think he's going to be around people he's not normally around, and I think that needs to happen. So I think we'll have some, if he stays, I think he will have some good moments. I don't know. See, he's married. I think, okay, let's talk about Nicole and who she's going to lust after, because that hadn't been tapped yet. She is going to have a huge crush on Jack, and Jack's going to have a huge crush on Annalise, and Annalise is going to be like, Tommy, you can be my gay husband. You can be my husband.
He's so cute.
He is adorable. No, everybody's going to forget that Holly is there until she comes out of the bathroom. I don't know. Or someone sits on her. I don't know. It just seems like such a diverse. I just love this cast. I mean, just look at it. It's so different.
Yeah.
But let's get to our winner picks. I think since it's, we were going to do the draft, but unfortunately Alex had called away for a work emergency. So we're going to do our top 5.
Sure.
And I'm going to unshare my screen so you guys can see my face.
All right. So I think how we should do this, instead of listing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you say your number 1, I'll say my number 1, and then we'll go back and forth. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So why don't we say it at the same time? Okay?
Okay.
And then I'll let you talk first about your pick. All right. So 3, 2, 1.
Isabella Wong. Who did you say?
Sam.
You said Sam Smith?
I did.
What are you smoking or eating?
I really, honestly, Allison, I think that he is the second coming of Derek Levasseur. I really do.
Okay.
Watch his interview with Ica. It's really, really good. And you mentioned that you forgot to watch his interview. He blends in so well. Like he's so normal. He's so approachable. He's a fan of the show. He's a little bit older with life experience. I don't think he's going to be a huge physical threat either. I really think that he's the whole package here.
It's a big brother type. No pun intended, but like a big brother.
Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, I like Bella because, I don't know, I just kind of feel like she's going to fit in and get along with people and just kind of, I don't know. But after going through the whole cast, I'm kind of changing my mind on some stuff.
That's okay. All right. So our number 2 pick, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
Ovi Kabir. Who did you say?
Who? I said Annalise.
I said, oh, you said Annalise? I said Ovi.
Ovi? Okay. So why Ovi is number 2?
Because I think if he's able to make decisions for himself like he says he will, and he's going to do it for his family, he will make the decisions during his HOH, hopefully that no one else has the balls to make, and not be afraid to do it. Okay.
I said Annalise is number 2 because I really think that she's going to be the one to win these endurance competitions. I think that her and her family are big fans, like genuine fans of this game, which always helps. But she doesn't come off as that nerdy super fan. She has these social skills. She has the looks. She has the youth on her side to kind of get the alliance going. As well, she could do some damage in this game. Okay. Yep, that's my number 2. Okay, so ready for number 3?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Ovi.
Tommy Bracco. I said Tommy Bracco. Who'd you say?
I said Ovi.
Damn it.
All right, so it looks like we're aligned with Ovi. I kind of reflect everything that you say about him. I think that he's definitely one to watch. And I'm just excited that this is just, like I said earlier, like he's kind of like Big Brother Canada casting instead of Big Brother US casting. And that always makes me really happy, with the exception of this last season, of course. But I really like what he said about he wants to have the smarts of Vanessa and the charm of Hayden. I think that is so beyond wise, especially for his age at 22. He comes across a lot older and wiser than he is. So I'm excited to see him play. All right, so give me the Tommy pitch for number 3.
I just think that he will be relatable to everyone. I think he will be maybe the person that people confide in and go to, and he can take that information in kind of a stealth like ninja kind of way and pass it along without anyone ever accusing him of anything. I think that he will make it really far because he will get along with everyone. I think he will be that laid back. He won't be in your face, and he'll be fine. I think him and Bella,
so who did you say were your first 3? I'm writing this down so we can refer to it at the end of the season.
Okay, so my first pick was Bella. She calls herself Bella. Bella Wong. My second was Ovi, and it's Ovi. He pronounces it Ovi. Stop saying Ovi.
Sorry.
And number 3 is Tommy Bracco.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So, our number 4 picks. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Tommy.
Nick Maccarone.
Nick. Okay. All right.
Who did you say?
I said Tommy. I think that he is going to be a social butterfly. I think that he is not the typical flamboyant gay that's cast on Big Brother every year. I think that's going to work in his favor for being able to get in good with the guys and the girls. He has some fan knowledge as well of the show. And I think that he's really kind of on the shorter side too. He's 5'4". So I don't think that he's going to be seen as this huge physical threat like a lot of the other guys are.
Is he a little dude? Is he this season's JC?
I don't think he's quite JC level of short, but he's definitely in the running there. So we'll see how he does. But I want to hear the pitch for Nick. Why Nick at number 4?
Because I hope he holds true to being an asshole, and I hope that he works his magic in the asshole department the right way. And being a therapist, I think he will know how to be an asshole at the right time, and when to be an asshole, it's not appropriate. But then again, like I said earlier, when he's on, and I felt like in his interviews he was just being on. Don't be on like that in the house. If you're a therapist and you know how to talk to people and work with people, I don't even think I would tell people you're a therapist. First of all, just work that mojo that you know how to get people to do things. And I'm not saying that therapists are like mind rapists or anything, but they can guide you and help you through problems and bring up things that you don't think about. They're trained to do that. That's what they're licensed and go to school for. So like I said, I mean, he could tell you to go to hell and you'll be looking forward to the trip. I just hope he holds true. Look, if you're going to be an asshole, be an asshole. Be the right kind of asshole at the right time. That's it.
Fair.
Okay.
All right. So our last pick, number 5.
All
right. Ready? 3.
Wait a minute. Can I change your number 5?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Hold on a second. Do you like your number 5?
I just changed my number 5 as well.
You asshole! I told you no cheating.
Who did?
I'm being honest here.
Well, who were you going to have before he switched years?
I put Jackson Michie.
Okay, I had Kathryn as my number 5.
All
right, ready?
Hold on, no. Shit.
You get 5 more seconds.
And it can't be someone that you've said already, so I don't know.
It can.
Now.
We have some overlap. It can.
Oh, screw it. I'll just stay with him. Who cares? He's the jock guy. I mean, he looks like the jock guy that walks around all summer long in nothing but his swim shorts and his little microphone necklace and flip-flops and maybe a hat. Who knows how he's feeling that day. But it's just kind of, he's going to make it far because he's just going to, I don't know. I just get that vibe from him. I don't think he's a Winston. I definitely don't think he's the Brent at all.
Yeah.
I love them too much to even put him in the same category.
Yeah, Brett is really great.
I love Brett. I met them, by the way.
I am so jealous of that.
I know. And they're so tall and dreamy. Ugh. But I just think he's just going to be a fly boy. He's just going to fly through it just because. And there's no reason for it. He just freaking will. Okay, here's your number 5.
Number 5 pick is Jessica. I really, really think that she's going to be the Sabrina of Big Brother 21. I really just have faith in her to be able to get her claws in and really socially just make shit happen with different alliances and stuff. I really think that she's a scary player to look out for in this game. My big question about her, like I mentioned already, is she able to survive like the first or second week in order to really kind of set her plan up is my only concern. She needs a little bit of time to get going. And if she does, she will do very well. I really, really strongly believe that.
If she goes the Suzette route from Big Brother Canada. You know what I love about Suzette? Here's what I love about Suzette. I didn't vote for Suzette, by the way. I don't think I did. Actually, I did. I did vote for Suzette. I retract that statement on All-Star. But what I loved about her is when the night that I got ousted, we were playing some kind of casino gambling game and I needed more chips and I had to convince people to give me chips. And I got some chips from people, but she was the only holdout. And I was like, well, what do I got to do to convince you to give me, what do I got to do to convince you to get chips? Like, how do I get more chips? She goes, go ask other people for it. And I was like, okay, here you go. I mean, damn.
That's funny.
And I'm like, okay, I got you. At least she's honest. At least she's honest, and I can't hate her. I can't hate her for that. She did a good job. She did what she had to do. If she plays anything like that, she'll win.
Yeah.
So I co-sign that. So.
All right. So last question before we sign off here. Who is your official pick for first boot?
Boss Hogg. If he doesn't win HOH, I think they're all going to be singing Kumbaya together, sitting in that gratitude circle every morning. And the way to keep the peace is they're going to vote out the older middle-aged fat guy. That's how they'll do it. They'll play it safe. Yeah. What do you think?
I unfortunately I am gonna sign off on that as well. I would like to see him do something just because I want to support anybody who's like a patron of Rob Has a Podcast. That to me is like a sign of like a true super fan, and it's always exciting to see somebody from that community being represented in one of these shows. But I think you're right. Unfortunately, like Big Brother, like their casting gets younger and younger and younger every year. And with that comes this like crazy age gap. You know, he's older. He has this big ass cowboy hat. He's got a little bit of a belly. Like he just really doesn't fit into the mold of like what these other house guests are. And you know, there's a reason that it's a trope that like Glenn and Steve and just like all these other like older people are the first boot. So I hope it's not him, but it probably will be. So let's just hope he wins first HOH. Hopefully Christie is not the first boot. I want to see her be as much of a train wreck as Caitlyn was last year.
Oh, we need it. I live for the train wrecks. You got to be a train wreck. I would be a train wreck. It would be crazy. I would be losing my shit left and right. I'm not going to act like it won't happen. It will happen.
Yeah.
But,
and sorry, go ahead.
How many players did we have? 17?
16. And like we talked about earlier, there's definitely some rumblings of maybe this being a season where there's connections. Hopefully it's Big Brother 6 style where do you remember like how that was formatted? So everybody came in with a person they knew from the outside world, but each pair was under the impression that they were the only couple in the house that knew each other, and if they got to the end together, they would win 1 million instead of 500,000. So they weren't like, and I think that that's how you should do a twist like that, instead of putting them into couples and forcing them to play together like a Big Brother 13 style. So hopefully if this is the route they're going, like nothing's confirmed that these people like do know each other and that's like the twist or whatever. But if it is, it's hopefully it's like Big Brother 6 Summer of Secrets and not Big Brother 13 or Big Brother 9.
Yeah, and I just want to go on the record just saying that when we start coverage next week, I'll look better. I won't look ragged. It's been raining in Memphis. I didn't want to wash
pouring
my
in New York
hair.
today.
It's been bad, and I apologize. But our schedule next week, we will have shows Tuesday and Wednesday next week, immediately after the show airs. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we will be on the regular Tuesday and Thursday evening. Is that correct? Are we going to do that?
Yeah, I believe that's what we locked in.
Okay. And so Tyler and Deb will be in New York. Go ahead, Tyler, while I'm talking.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
He just said he had to pee. Trust me, I can talk long enough while you pee. Tyler and Deb are going to be in New York City, actually. Well, thank you for saying I look beautiful, Michael. I appreciate that. But that's not true. Not today. Trust me. I don't even have my eyebrows done right. But thank you. Anyway, like I was saying, they're going to be in actual New York for the Big Brother 21 premiere. So hopefully I can, with people from Big Brother, they're going to be surrounded by Big Brother alumni. So they'll have the Google Hangout link. And if they are able to come on during the show, they can. If not, I completely understand. So it'll be me next Tuesday covering the show with Cliff Cliff Meyer from Sequester, the comedian, the Canadian comedian, as I call him. He's covered some Survivor and Big Brother with me, and we have ADD when we get together and we laugh, and it gets insane. But anyway, so he'll be here next Tuesday with me, along with Charlie Thweet, who I love to death. He's so sweet. He helped cover the first episode of Big Brother last year, and I think
He's
Kyle,
the best.
Yeah, I think Kyle will be here. I'm not sure. I don't know. Phelan does not. They're asking in the chat to say Phelan does not watch Big Brother. She watches Big Brother Celebrity, but she'll come on for Big Brother Celebrity. But no, she's not into it. I really wish she was. We may have some surprises this season for Big Brother 21. Some actual people you may know coming on the show with us. We're moving and shaking behind the scenes here at My Weekly Meltdown. We're going to have a revolving door of different people joining us. And I'm so excited for 3 months of doing this. I cannot wait. So thank you. Do you have anything to add after you've urinated?
No, I thank you for announcing that, but no, I can't wait to see what you and Charlie talk about on the premiere.
And Cliffy.
And Cliffy, of course. Yeah. I'm just very excited about this season, and I'm glad, like you said at the beginning of the show, I'm glad it's all newbies. We'll see what happens.
Michael Gibbons has asked, can you guys do a Sequester webcast, like what it is and how we can watch it? Oh, Michael, go to sequester.com, and there are old seasons or cycles, as they call them, on there. I think 1 through 7 is on there right now, but you want to watch 5 and 6 because that's the one I'm on. And there's also a Sequester for Dummies video that I did with Audrey Middleton. You can actually look that up on YouTube. I think it's still on the Sequester All Access website, but you can look at it there. I don't know if we'll be covering any of that anytime soon. Maybe in the future we might. We'll see. I won't take it out of the running. If we're not deep in other stuff we're covering like this, which does become, you guys, it's not just showing up and covering a show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a lot of logistics behind the scenes. But we certainly could at least do like a season recap, like once it's done or something. I would love to do that because I think it's important to support the Sequester community. They do some really, really great stuff, and I want to show them as much love as possible.
They're one of the reasons why we're together. So
that is the reason we're together. Yeah,
that is the reason why we're together. 100%. So yeah, we'll do that in the future, Michael. Thank you for giving that input and asking that question. So I guess that's it. You can follow me on Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. Oh shit, hold on. I promised our super fan Kyle I would read his 5 favorites. Okay. Hold on. I got to keep my promise, you know. Got a whole chat to go through again. Okay. His 5 are as follows. I almost called her June. Bella, Jack, who's Jason Momoa, Jessica, Nick Maccarone, David, and Kemi. So there you go. Those are his 5. So
everybody is so high on Nick. I really don't get it. But we'll see. We'll see who comes out on top.
So, okay. But yeah, you can follow me at Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. I'm on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. And of course, my cat, Finley. Because without his patience and being locked in the bathroom, the show wouldn't be possible either. So please follow him on Instagram at Finley's Insty. That's FINLEYS _INSTI. And please subscribe to My Weekly Meltdown on YouTube. You will get notifications when we go live. Also, you follow me and Tyler on Twitter. We always post when we're about an hour or so before we go live. And you can also like the My Weekly Meltdown Facebook page. And Tyler, how can people find you?
On Twitter at TLyonz, TLYONZZ. I'm hoping to tweet a little bit more, just like throughout the season, my thoughts and opinions. So feel free to follow me there and message me or tweet at me if you want to be on the show with us. We're of course looking to have like a revolving door of guests and stuff like that. So I can't wait to break it all down with you guys this season.
And we also want to continue doing the mean tweets kind of deal. So if you guys come across funny tweets on Twitter that
any memes are very welcome.
Anything that's mean and horrible and funny as hell, you know what we're talking about. Please tag us at me, at Tyler, and we will put them together for our Tuesday night shows. Those are always funny. So, okay, I think that's it. I will be back Tuesday at 9/8 Central after the premiere of Big Brother 21 with Charlie Thweet and
one and only
and comedian Clifford Myers. And I said that I would give the Google Hangout link to you, Tyler. So if you want to try to pop in after, you can. If you can't, I understand. I know you're working.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't want to pop in if it's gonna be like last year and you couldn't like hear anything. It was just like crazy, like loud chaos. So we'll see what we can do.
And we got to do our AMSR. Is that what this is?
ASMR.
ASMR. I don't even know what that means. Thank you so much for watching My Weekly Meltdown.
Oh yeah.
That made me choke up a little bit. Let's not get excited. We all know it was a cat hair. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys Tuesday evening. Okay.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Right. Bye.